Hey, what's going on, guys? XD here, back again, and we're continuing the Lo-Fi series. In this video, I'm going to be using a loop. I've shown you guys this website before that gives you free acapellas and free loops and all that. So I'm going to pick a sample that I have right now on screen. This is the real guitar loop. That's the one I'm going to use for this video today. Let me just play it back so you can hear how it sounds. So what I like is that this B section over here is kind of mellow and it's low. So that's what I can use for the verse part, you know, and the first part here, I can chop it up and then I can use it for kind of the much more energetic part. And what I love about Looperman is that the guys, when they post these loops, they tell you the BPM and they also tell you the key as well and all that. Okay, this one doesn't say key, but most of them do say key. So yeah, I'm gonna drop that into FL Studio and we get to work. So let me drop it, and the tempo was actually 150. So if I can, you know, have that down, if you want, I can, you know, do 175. So if I drop it in, there we go, it will align. So I don't have to do any aligning because I like to work with hip hop, not in a double time, but I'd like to do it in like the normal timing of tempo and all. So the tempo is now right. It's on 75. So if I put my metronome on and I start to play it, you can hear it's actually in time. So as I said, I'm just gonna split these into two, which is the first part and the second part. So I have my first part here and then I'm gonna have my second part. So I'll just do that and I'll double that, do that and double that. So, or I can just put this one lower here and I'll say lock to content, and this one as well, lock to content, so that I don't mix these up. So whatever I click in this area here will just only be this loop. Whatever I insert on this section, it only just be the second loop. So that's a good way so that you don't confuse yourself when you're making this track. So there's that loop. I'm just gonna send it to a track. I'm gonna add a little bit of distortion to this. I'm gonna add a blood overdrive. Let's see what I can do with this to add some grime into this. Oh, you know what? Let me try something else. I don't think this is gonna work. Let me see what else I've never used before really. Let me try hardcore. Okay, hardcore does not play. Oh my word. Okay, I just need to turn some of these stuff down. I can turn down the dist over here on the distortion. Okay, it's coming in too hot. Let me just lower the volume or the sample itself. Lower this distortion down. Okay, that sounds good enough. Now this is going to be simple to add bass to this. I'm going to go into legacy and instruments and bass. I like that bass. Now let me just send that into a channel. So now the thing about using loops is that you don't get ghost notes, so you have to use your own ear to catch basses. So now let me show you how you can do that. So I'm going to try and figure out every note that's going to work with this bass, and I'm going to create a simple bass line. So I'm going to just go into my piano roll and start playing it. I think it's this C. Okay, let me drop that there. There we go, so like that. Then it changes again here. Just change the timing a little bit here on the envelope. Okay, raise the hold. Simple, just like that. Then I'll just put all of that there. This last note sounds like it's a little bit out of key. Now let me add an EQ just to check on the frequencies of the sample. You can see it's really heavy on the high mids here. Let me go back to this hardcore and just lower the distortion. Raise the mids a little bit. Now let's add some drums to this and we're good to go. Just make a new pattern, drop that there. Go into the piano roll and I'm gonna slide these notes a little bit to the left. Let's find a nice kick. That one sounds really good. Let me raise the swing. Now let's add a snare. That one sounds good. That bass still sounds out of key. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe this one. I think that sounds about right. Now let me go to the master and see if I can destroy a little bit more. I'm gonna add isotope vinyl as well. I'm really loving this plugin, what it's doing to these tracks. I think I must actually make presets. Let me know what you think. If you want presets for this plugin, I can try and make really good presets and where you can use them. Maybe if it's on drums, if it's on bass, if it's on the keys or the loop that you're gonna have. Now let me just normalize this track by adding, let's see what I can add here. I can add Fruity Limiter. I can just add Maximus. Come here to the master. Let's see what I can do with the lows. I can just bump up the lows, crush the mids a little bit, and crush the highs a little bit. So now if you want to add to this loop and add more instruments, that's when you really have to be creative. That's why I'm not a huge fan of loops, although they are good, they sound good and authentic. But if you can check out my previous video and you see how you can actually get chords that are in note data, you can actually do more much quicker than having to use this. So if I want to expand this and add more instruments, I'm going to have to play them and draw in and find the right key. And you can easily fail to create if you just miss one note. Like you see, I'm right now I'm struggling with the bass. That's because, you know, the note is not really coming up, and that's the thing with samples. If you don't have a good ear for music, you might struggle with that. But I want to know what you think. Would you rather use loops with lo-fi, or would you rather actually make your own chords using pianos or guitars and all of that? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know down in the comments as well. Leave a like if you like this video, and if you like lo-fi, and if you want to see more videos like this. I'm gonna check you guys out in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I mix and I'm out. Peace.